Hey guys, AxiomaticUncertainty here, and today I'm going to be recording my first video in a while, and this is on Express, the web framework for Node.js. So if you don't know what Express is, it allows us to create more complex websites than what you can with HTML, Node.js, JavaScript, just on their own. You put them all together and you're able to create something much better with this new framework, new to us. So we're going to create a new terminal in our in our Visual Studio folder. So I've created a workspace folder called Express1, and now that I have this terminal open, I'm just going to initialize Node.js in the directory. Let's just go through all this stuff, and we'll change the author to AxiomaticUncertainty, and that's all fine, and we got all that. If you've seen the Discord tutorials, this should all be pretty straightforward. I'm not going to show you how to install Node.js. I'm just going to show you Express because my tutorials assume that you've already done that. If not, you can just search for it on YouTube probably, and you'll find some very simple results. Yeah, it should take a couple minutes at most. But yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather here. So now that we got that done, we can just npm install Express, and that will add that to this folder. So we're going to have our package lock and node modules, and there they are. That's all finished, and now we can create an index.js, because you can see that's our main here, our entry point. And so we're just going to do that. Okay, so now that we have index.js set up, we're going to import Express. We'll say let Express equal require Express. If you saw the Discord.js tutorial, if you've used Express before, Node.js before, you'll know that this is our standard way of importing various classes and packages from our modules that we've already added to the directory. So we can do that, and now we can say let app equal the Express constructor. This constructs a new instance of the Express app, and so we've instantiated one, and now we can have that app listen on some port, I'll say 8080. And now that we've done that, we can write all of our middleware, our helper code. So here we can actually use get and post. These are our two main methods for Express. There are others, but right now we're just going to be focusing on these. So we have app.get. We'll set the direct route, and then in here we specify a function. This is the middleware that's going to handle our get request to the default / So any routes that go to this specific route are going to get this middleware as the resultant outcome for their requests. So we send a request, and you can see in here in the parameters, we're going to get a request, and we're going to get a response. And so now down here, what I can do is I can say response, and then there are all these things down here. We're going to choose .send because this lets us specify our own message, and we're just going to say hello world. And let's just run this node index, and I'm gonna open that up, and you can see here we have hello world, right? So now that we have that, we can just stop this. If I had node mon, this would be easier, but I didn't really figure it was necessary for this kind of tutorial. And if I change this to H1, because we're using this in a browser, obviously, it's going to process this as HTML by default. And so you can see, if I reload this, bam, it's a header now. So that's neat and all, but what if we want to add more routes? What if we want to use files, for example? We can actually create a file, let's say about.html, and in here, let's say maybe HTML tags, right? And let's add a header tag, and we'll say about. And obviously, this page is going to need its own route, so we can go down here and we can say app.get /about. and then let's add our function, and we're going to send instead a file like this. So we're going to use the send file method, and we'll say /, because this is our local directory that we're referencing, and we're going to say whoops about.html. And now if we just restart this, we should have a new route. So I'm going to show you that. So you can see hello world is still there, but if I change this route to /about, oh, we have an issue here. Oh, we need to use an absolute route. That's the only issue. I'm sorry about that. Little hiccup there. But we're just going to say dir name. And basically the issue there was I used a relative path. And Node.js wants an absolute path. So now that we changed that, you can see if we go here, or if we just add this /, we get hello world. If we make this an about, we get about. So that's all flawless. It's exactly how we would want it. And I think that's probably all we're going to do. Actually, we'll do one more thing here, which I'll show you, which is if we say app.get /home, right? Maybe somebody goes to the wrong page and we want this page to just head back to the main page. We can say res.sendFile. Or this could even be useful if you're performing maintenance on your website and you want to change the server to redirect requests. Or sorry, not send file. What am I doing? I'm like not even thinking right now. Sorry, it's a bit late. If you can see my time. But we can say res.redirect, actually, which is the other thing they have in Express that's really nifty and very versatile. And now if I say node index /home is going to take me home. So if I say about, right, I go to the about page. If I do home, we're at hello world again, right? So it literally just put me on this page without doing anything on my part. It brought me there automatically. So that's all I'm going to show you in this video. In the next video, we're going to go into doing file searches and returning random images from a set of files. So that's going to be it for this one. And yeah, that's it for me. And actually also, if you enjoyed this tutorial and if you enjoy my tutorials in general, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and if you have a suggestion for something else, please comment, because comments are really useful to me. It gives me an idea as to what I want to, get into next time and what other people want from me for the future tutorials. So I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this helped you.